Hello everyone, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. This is the weekend energies for signs, Aries to Virgo. So I'm going to timestamp every sign in the description box below. And at the end of this reading, I will also pick some cards for yes and no answers. And so I'm going to start off with Aries. So for Aries, weekend of June 4th, 5th, and 6th. Aries, June 4th, 5th, and 6th. There's one card out. I'll take it. Second card and third card. Whoops. Third card for Aries. It'll be this one here. And the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. So there's a decision or path you need to take, a different path or decision you need to make, or you're simply needing to strategize. You have the Page of Cups, the Death, and the Nine of Swords. So the Page of Cups for me in this deck is about being very creative, being harmonious, loving, also being thinking that anything is possible. There's basically a pig flying on this card, as you can see at the top there. Pigs don't fly, so it's kind of like impossible, right? So, but anyways, it's just not putting barriers to any of your plans that you'll be making or thinking or strategizing, keeping an open mind. You're going to be talking about this. It's something that you're going to develop. Like there's a heart on here, you know, the symbol with the two hands together with the heart. Something that you really care about. But anyways, you're going to be planning something, and by keeping your mind open, you're going to put an end to something, or some old thought pattern is going to stop with the Death card, so that something else can be rebirthed. And it's telling you with the Nine of Wands to make sure, though, that you guard yourself and you do persevere with this strategy that you're going to be embarking on. From this deck here, I am going to pick a card for you. We have trust your gut feeling, intuition. So the card says, the rating says, let your heart lead you to who you are. And we talk about the heart here as well, right? Things that you really care for. So perhaps going with your heart more so than with your mind in this strategy or this decision that you need to take, or this new path. All right. So let's pick some Lenormand. Okay. Too many here. But the one that came out again is the path, the 22 card. You're at a crossroad. You need to pick a path. We have the maturity card, which means something that is going to be, you're going to be mature about this, or something that is peaceful. It's going to bring peace in your life. There's probably an element of a bit of luck with the clover. You have abundance with the fish, and something, a gift, like a beautiful gift is coming your way. So it could be this abundance comes in with a gift. And then it could be something even religious, because you have the cross. Or it could be that there's some sacrifices that need to be made with this new path. But, you know, all in all, it's a very positive outcome or reading for the weekend for you, Aries. I'm going to pick one more card here from relationship. Oh, there it came flying out. So there could be a possibility of, I see this as reaching out to someone and touching faces. That's kind of like very intimate, in the sense of you're making connection with someone. So there could be someone that you're renewing with this weekend, or that you're intimately touching them, in the sense that you're, if not physically, you know, you're touching their heart, you're touching their mind, you're touching their soul. Dixit will tell you this weekend, well, there's a full moon, and there's this guy on this cycle riding a tightrope. So it's a tightrope. It may be difficult. It may be something that you're not accustomed to doing. Mind you, he doesn't seem to be having such a tough time doing this. But definitely it's something that could be happening at night as well. But it's a fine rope. It's a tightrope. So you'll need to be careful, all right? You'll need to be careful with this pattern, just to make sure that you don't miss a beat in your pedaling, for example. Because if you do miss a beat, you're going to lose your momentum. And maybe that's why the Nine of Wands came out. Guard yourself. be safe, but persevere. Okay, I'll leave it at that, Aries, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is your weekend energy for June 4th, 5th, and 6th. All right, so first card out is the Four of Pentacles. Holding tight to your assets or your thoughts. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay, so bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. This could literally be a move. You packing up and leaving because she's got everything on her ox's back, as well as she's carrying a luggage. And, you know, it's kind of like the end of the burdens. It's the end of the journey. The mountain, she's coming down the mountain, so it's kind of like the hardship is over. So there's an energy of that this weekend. Maybe putting things in the past that were burdensome for you, but clearly there's element of Pentacles here, which relates to your money, your wealth. Essentially, you're holding on to something, your assets. Okay, if you're moving on, you're learning to actually be frugal. That I see this as being frugal today. You have enough money to go around with the Queen of Pentacles. You're nurturing as well. Both of these females have their eyes closed, so you're feeling with your gut, you're grounding yourself, but definitely you have enough. You're holding on, you're being frugal, but you have enough. We have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords here is crying out. It's mending a broken heart. It looks painful for this woman on this deck. So because this card came out, I am going to take an extra card from the deck. Actually, not this deck. I'll take an extra one of this deck set. Okay, so you've got the maze where you have danger. You're this little caterpillar that wants to go into the maze, and there's two options: turning into a butterfly, or it looks like another, like a moth or something, but there's a bird in between, and you could be eaten up by the bird. So it's a card of caution. You have a choice to make. Go the safe route for you so that you come out victorious. And if the safe route is to protect your heart, do it. And if it's to leave, maybe the option for you at this time is to leave. I will now pull a card from this deck here for you. We have Heart of the Matter. Align life's pathways through the heart. So things are definitely being... There's a lot of passion on here, a lot of heat. I can sense orange and reds and yellows. So because you have the broken heart here, I would say that definitely this card goes with it, and it's a warning sign to follow your heart in this situation. Okay, let's pick a card from this deck. This is a card about relationships. And let's see what this has to say. Oh, two of them came out. So this could be pertaining to you, or it could be pertaining to people around you. Okay, so we have someone who's going to be visiting an elderly person. And it looks like it's someone that's very, very comfortable with them. So maybe a father figure. That's the elderly person. Or turn that around. It could be an older mother. But regardless, there's an element of trust there between two individuals. And of the different age, probably a generation. And then we have the 7 chakras that are aligned, and it's a couple holding on to one another in some kind of a physical embrace. So to me, that's very good. It's being grounded with the chakras being aligned this way. As we see here, you're very grounded. But there's an element of also a partnership. Maybe this is spirit and not so much an actual person. And we do see that here too, because we have this person that seems to be alone and sitting, and spirit is coming. So it's probably, you know, telling you to maybe love yourself, if that's yourself, or someone around you needs to do a little bit more self-loving. I have a funny feeling it is with you because of this 3 of Hearts here. So it looks like you're going to be taking matters into your own hand. You're going to follow your heart. You're going to protect yourself. You may be involved with an elderly person. Maybe you're going to get guidance from them. And it has to do with loving yourself. I'm going to pick a card from Lenormand here for you. We have the dog, which is a sign of loyalty, your best friend. You have the money card, like the boss card, or your finances. And you have the woman, which is usually the person that we're reading for. So whether you're a woman or a man, you would be in here. So definitely you're looking at your finances. There's something to do with your finances, and you're really consulting someone who's a friend, maybe for advice. And this is probably what we're seeing here with this person, a friend or family member that you really trust. Okay, we'll leave it at that, Taurus. So you enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekend reading for June 4th, 5th, and 6th. Okay, these all fell on the table. We have the Strength card. Maybe a Leo's involved with you this weekend. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is, to me, tranquility, guidance, as well as celebration with your friends or family. There's a lot of lavender on this card. It's very healing to me and peaceful. So you have Leo, Strength card, the strength to maybe, or the courage to maybe heal yourself, heal some part of yourself. You have 2 3s here as well, so that's kind of clear that you have to maybe focus on teamwork with others. The Page of Cups, which to me is talking about a new passion in your life, something that you have at heart, that you love, and keeping your mind open, because you have, on this card you have pigs, a pig that's flying, keeping your mind open to the impossible, the impossible. And then you have to have the Three of Pentacles, again, a collaboration card. So I think, Gemini, this weekend, because the energy from the bottom of the deck is a Nine of Wands, you have this energy of protecting yourself, but also by guarding yourself, but also to be perseverant with your actions, whatever you'll be doing this weekend. It's asking you to maybe have courage and strength to collaborate with others, to bring peace in your life or their life. And don't forget to love, like communicate love to them as much as you can. So from this deck here for you, Gemini, we have Heart of the Matter, align life's pathways through the heart. So we did talk about that with the Page of Cups right here, so I'll leave that right here. We're going to pick a couple of cards for Lenormand for you. We have, the cross with the lilies, the coffin. Let's pick another one because the coffin is there. Right here, we have the child. Okay, so the card of the cross is usually associated with sacrifices, or it could literally be religion, okay? There could be an element of something religious happening this weekend, or something about your faith or your beliefs in what you have faith in, what you have beliefs in. It could be spiritual, it could be religious, it could be anything, right? So there could be an element of that this weekend. But this brings you peace and maturity. And that's what we see with the Strength card, and that's what we see with the Three of Cups as well. So there's an ending that occurs. Maybe it's an old way of thinking. Maybe it's an old way of doing things. And then something new. You have the child, which is new. So that's very good. So it looks like the 2 cards of relationship that I pulled, someone is hurt. It looks like someone's hurt. This man is looking at his wife or his child. I think it's more his wife. And she has a bit of blood on her. Someone seems to be hurt. Doesn't mean that there's going to be an actual physical pain here, but there could be someone that has been hurt in the past, emotionally hurt, and they need a bit of healing. Either this is you or this is someone you know that's going to be around you this weekend. And there's another card here of someone with some level of despair, maybe someone who's wanting to move on, but feeling sorry. Despair. Yeah, that's what I see from this. It doesn't have to relate to you. It could be that you're hearing about this, okay? That someone around you in your life is communicating this to you. All right? I'll leave it at that, Gemini. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello Cancer, welcome to the weekend of June 4th, 5th, and 6th reading. So we're going to start with Tarot for Cancer. We have the Page of Wands. Awesome. Something new that you're talking about that you are very passionate about. The Death card. So something's coming to an end. Most likely you're passionate about this new opportunity that's coming into your life that kind of creates a rebirth around you. We have the Lover's choice, or love is coming into your life, or Gemini, but I think it's more about a choice that you have to make. And this choice, by focusing on making this choice, it opens up your universe to different passions. And then you have here the end of something to start something new. I really like that for you, because right, you have after this the Nine of Cups, which is basically everything you've ever dreamed of. There's a chest full of money, and there's a lot of love around that person energy, as you can tell from this card. But anyways, it looks very promising. So maybe making a wish. Maybe a wish is granted to you this weekend, Cancer. Your Sufi card is trust your gut feeling. Let your heart lead you to who you are. Interesting. Le Normand. We have the Path again. That's picking a choice. You're at a crossroad. You need to take a decision. You need to end something. Oh my God, this is crazy. Right underneath the Death card. The Coffin, which means, putting an end to something, starting something new. Okay, all of these cards came out. Yeah, there was confusion. There may be a bit of confusion after the fact, but you know what? You have the child. The child is something new and something that's going to be more structured and safe for you. It's your home, and the home is about securities. Okay, so it's going to bring some level of security to you. Whatever this path is that you need to put an end to and pick a new path, it's going to bring you some type of security. From Dixit, we have Poltergeist coming out of the TV. Let me show you this. Maybe you're receiving messages from the beyond this weekend. Maybe they're trying to talk to you. Maybe they're trying to show you the light. I would see that as a very positive omen. So, for relationships, there may be, maybe you're involved with this, or you hear about this, about someone in your life. It looks like two people are talking to one another, but they're both wearing a mask. So truths are not coming out necessarily, and maybe that's why you need to hold back, maybe not share all of your stories with certain individuals. But clearly, or if it's you, if it's involving you, or if it's not involving you, you will hear about this, that someone is telling you that someone is not being truthful. There's two sides to every story, right? So just make sure that you remember that. I'll leave it at that, my dear, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekend reading, June 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we start with Tarot, and we'll pull this card, the Death card. So something comes to an end, so something else can start afresh. And look, the Six of Swords, going to a much better place in your mind. You're dropping things. You've got Temperance, and to me in this deck it means healing, divinely guided, and then Judgment, a second chance at something. It looks like you are coming out of a dark situation. You're putting something to rest, Leo. It really looks good. From Dixit, we have, the three witches are looking at the cauldron and they're seeing darkness. But meanwhile, in the background, the sun is shining. So it looks like some things are coming to clarity for you this weekend. And I would associate that essentially with the Death card. There's kind of like this star that's shooting out from a main star in this deck as well. So kind of like things are being birthed and illuminated. So I think it has to do with some healing as well. Emotional healing for you, Leo. Okay, so when we're talking about relationships, this is something that you could be involved with, or someone tells you about a situation that they're going through. And yeah, it's kind of like a card of despair. It looks like people were having an argument. Okay, and one is kind of like looking into the above for assistance, and the other one is kind of like looking down to the earth. Definitely connecting on two different levels, right? Work of art came out. Be the portrait of divine beauty. So in all, whatever you're going to be doing, try to remain, keep your composure. Do not show the ugly side of Leo. Or, we all have an ugly side, so try to be wise in your communications, and see beauty in things, so that you portray that as well. Because you do have a second chance coming here with the Judgment card, so yeah. Okay, let's leave it at that. We have abundance. We have the loyalty card with friendship and the anchor. So to me, this is good because it seems like you may be forging a stronger partnership with some of your current friends. Maybe there's a lot of communication coming through this weekend, or a lot of invitations with friends, but it is something that's secure for you. It's being anchored. It's going to create a new anchor somewhere. So this could be pertaining with you but doing this work, this inner work, that you'll be communicating with your friends quite a bit, and it's going to bring you some level of security. All right, let's leave it at that, and we'll see you next weekend, Leo. Bye-bye. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekend reading for June 4th, 5th, and 6th. We'll start with tarot, and then I'll pull some other cards. So we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Hangman, and we have the Sun. Wow, this is really, really good. I like this. And then the Page of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. New love for yourself, or coming your way from someone else. Which, another ace, bring you truth, clarity of mind, and also maybe feeling with your intuition, I would say, or your third eye on this one. The Hangman is, again, seeing things from a different perspective. So all of this will bring something to light in order to have you shine. You have the Sun card, full energy, and then you're going to start talking or planning about maybe new projects with this person, if it is a person that's coming into your life, okay? But it looks very promising, or it could be a new opportunity for work, but definitely, or learning something new that you want to go to school for, whichever it is. But definitely there's some energy that is so energetic that puts you on a new path. All right, so let's go with Sufi. Work of art. Be the portrait of divine beauty. That's a good card to have. Then we have a bunch of butterflies in your mind. I really like this card. This is about change of your thoughts. So previously they were caterpillars, and now they're butterflies. So no need to further explain on that. Let's pick a card for relationships, and I'm going to take this one, okay? And this one. We have the masked people, and then we have this card of, I think, to me, I really like this. So this is choreography. I think these two people are dancing. They're using balls to dance. So again, this is work of art. So this is about art. Don't be shy to express yourself with beautiful art. But you may also be hearing about someone around you, or maybe this is you, but there's some kind of communication with someone who's closed off, and also both of them actually are closed off and also wearing masks. So they're not being 100% truthful, okay? Or at least not divulging who they are. Hope it's not this new love. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. Look, you have here the new, like the child, and then you have the coffin, which is the ending, so that something else can start, and then you have love. So it looks like there's something that's going to start, or something small. There's small changes, small endings, so that love can come back into your life, Virgo. All right, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to now go into the pick a card section. So let me just clear the table, pause the video, and clear the table. All right, take care. See you next weekend. All right, we're at the part where we get to pick a card. Actually, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and these require a yes or no answer. So I'm going to just proceed to shuffle and pick cards. You can ask 3 different questions, or you can ask 1 question and just simply pick a card. So we have question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. All right, so pause the video if you haven't formulated your question yet, but I'm going to proceed now to flip the cards. Question number 1, the answer is the situation will improve. So the answer is no, the situation will improve. I guess if you asked the question and you spun it differently, it could be a yes answer. Yes, and the situation will improve. It all depends how you asked your question. Okay, so, but definitely meaning there's going to be change. Question number 2, the answer is yes and recovery. So healing. Question number 3, the answer is yes, big happy changes. I like that. All right, my dears, you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.